Hello guys, it's your boy Namar here back at it with part, I think it's 3 of What If Naruto Had 20,000 IQ. Now, Naruto, hold on. Alright, so Naruto at this point in time is, alright, so we're gonna go and skip to when Naruto's 12 years old. See, he's 5 years old now. 8 will be 13. So it'll be 7-year time skip. Now, Naruto is very strong for a kid, but the people in his class doesn't know. Tenten knows how strong Naruto is, and Naruto has also trained with Neji Hyuga and Lee in when Naruto was 11, thanks to Tenten. Wanting to train with Naruto, so she brought them to her training ground. And the other two seen that Naruto is very strong, especially Neji. And Neji has trained with Naruto. Naruto has beat Neji in everything besides for Taijutsu. And Neji knows that like he kinda has a leg up against Naruto in Taijutsu, but anything else he loses. Lee beats Naruto in Taijutsu, but that's due to Lee training very hard and basically becoming a miniature guy in the art of Taijutsu. They also realize that Naruto's strategy is quite very good. This is where now it's the getting exams. Now Neji has always asked Naruto why has he not tried. This is where Naruto has told the whole entire team of Team 9 that he is the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. And that is why the villagers don't like him. After Neji hears this, he goes, I see. So you're somewhat like me. You're considered outcast, or for the villager's sake, I guess, a weapon of the village. Then Naruto nods his head and goes, yep, pretty much. I mean, it's not the best feeling being considered a weapon, you know? And Neji goes, I completely understand, Naruto. I'm just surprised you haven't gone haywire in a sense of fashion. This is where Naruto goes, why should I? Is there a reason I should go haywire? This is where Neji goes, no, but I mean, the way these villagers treat you, why haven't you? Naruto looks at Neji and goes, well, think about it like this. I'll only be proven right that I can't control myself. And I'd rather not show them that. That's why I chose to live in isolation. I don't really live I live close to the village, close enough for the Embus to come get me if anything needs to happen, or if I was being attacked. But far away from the villagers, that way I don't get beaten. And it tends to help that I didn't, because just imagine how much emotional unstable I would have been. And Neji goes, that is very true. Well, you are very strong, Naruto. And I hope one day you show your true skills. Naruto then says, well, I plan to do that on the beginning exams. And Neji goes, oh, and how long is that for you, Naruto? Naruto says, well, it's your cousin Hinata. And don't blame her for the Hyuga, for your father's death, okay? I know the truth of what really happened. Your father did not do it on the orders of the Hyuga clan head or the elders. Your father did it to protect his brother. Your father knows where his true strength comes from. And trust me, if your father was alive now, Neji, he'll be very disappointed in you. For the way you have acted towards your cousin Hinata. The way you have treated her. Think about it, Neji. You expect a, 3-year-old to be able to fight a whole Jonin? And Neji looks at Naruto and goes, but, this is where Naruto goes to Neji. If you have not noticed about Hinata, Hinata is not shy like that. She is shy, but that's not the reason why she doesn't fight to her hardest. You need to teach her this now, Neji, that if she doesn't train, I mean, not that, but like if she doesn't start to fight for those who she deems precious, she will never become strong. And the reason why she doesn't want to fight her sister all the time is because she doesn't want to hurt her. Tell her if she keeps holding back on her sister like the way she is, she's only going to hurt her sister worse whenever she gets old enough to become a ninja, if that. Because she will basically get too arrogant to the fact that she'll believe that she will be able to beat anyone. Neji hears this, he goes, Yes, I'm going to talk to Hinata-chan. He gonna say I'm gonna talk to Hinata-chan after this. And thanks Naruto for telling me the truth about my father's death. Then Naruto goes, no problem, Neji. But remember what I said. Be nice to Hinata-chan. And also, if she wants to train, I can always help train her. And it doesn't really matter to me. And by the way, this is like the first week whenever the no, this is like 1 month before the beginning exams. They're having this talk. Neji has been treating Hinata better ever since, and so yeah, this is where Hinata then she would go to Naruto and says thank you. She would give him a hug, and she would be feeling bold enough to give Neji a slight kiss on the cheek. Now, everybody that seen this was shocked. Hinata, he got the shy Harry said kiss. Naruto Uzumaki on the cheek. Naruto, he would give a little tiny blush. He goes, why did you kiss me on the cheek? This is where she says, thank you for bringing back my cousin. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to have a bond with him, but thanks to you, now I am. And Naruto then says, oh, that's no problem, Hinata. And he will still be blushing. It's just where everybody goes, hey, Naruto and Hinata's role switch. Hinata's kind of giggling at a blushing Naruto. And a lot of girls are also glaring at, a lot of people wonder, like, why is Hinata once a idiot? But this is when the graduation exam comes. Naruto walks in, and when he does, this is where everybody, like, looks at Naruto and goes, So she walks in. Like, everybody just look at Naruto like he's not late. There's no pranks being pulled. So you look outside to see if the sky is like if the world is ending. Naruto also pulls out a book. They're really not looking outside like for anything. They don't see Naruto. Naruto looks at her and goes, "Oh yeah, that's right. You only know me from my mask, not my real personality." And everybody there's like they hear Naruto's voice, and they also hear Naruto says Kai, and he will release his hinge. Now he will look a lot older, and he will look like he will have what he's dressed in now. He'll get rid of the orange uniform and everything. Yes, Naruto knows how to use Genjutsu, and he used the regular hinge to also hide what he really looks like. A lot of the girls blush at this. They look at Naruto and think that he's very cute, which Naruto then looks at them and goes, "Oh, hello." He says hello, Hinata-chan. Are you ready to pass your exams? Hinata would nod and goes, yes, Naruto. Now, Hinata, at the scene what Naruto looked like when she came with Neji, Tenten, and Rock Lee to the training ground of Naruto to train for a little bit, this is where Hinata would get stronger, thanks to not only Neji and Naruto, but also Tenten and like everything. Hinata even took up being an archery, and how she noticed Hinata's improvement. He would start to smile knowing that his daughter is improving, but he would think he would be thinking like he's not scared of what's gonna happen to Hanabi. This is when Naruto and Nika all them. This is where Jiraiya would send basically. Now, during the month, by the way, I didn't tell you, but Naruto has found out that there was 2 Uzumaki temples left, and only a Uzumaki can get in, thanks to the seals that was put up. If anyone does try to get in, well, just know they won't be alive. And so, Naruto was summoned by Hiruzen with Inu, or I'm gonna say right now it would be Kakashi. But Hiruzen says, Kakashi, you need to wear this mask. I know it's been a minute since you wore it, but it is time for you to do one last job for me as an Anbu. And Kakashi nodded his head. This is where Yugao, Enko will put on her Anbu mask, even though she doesn't really want to. Hiruzen then says it's for Naruto's safety if y'all have on these masks. And Naruto will have on this mask as well. and he would show them a baby fox mask. Now everybody would see this and they would go, um, Neko, so Yugao, Hayate, um, Anko, and Kakashi are now going to the Uzumaki Temple. You'll see Jiraiya. This is where Naruto goes, Jiraiya the Sunny, huh? And Jiraiya nod. He goes, Naruto Uzumaki. He will take off his mask. This is where Jiraiya goes, you're Umbu. Naruto then goes, no, I'm not. But I needed the mask so I can leave the village because I'm not really a shinobi. And it will be very stupid for me to show these villagers what I look like and stuff now. No, Naruto is not in his hinge right now. This is where Jiraiya says, Naruto, can I see what you look like? And so Naruto does exactly that. And Jiraiya will see a mini Minato in Naruto's face department. This is where Jiraiya goes, you look just like your father. Naruto hears this goes, so you know my parents. Naruto goes, yes, I'm sorry Naruto that I wasn't there for you in the village and your life must have been hard. Naruto goes, no, it's actually been pretty good. I have mastered a lot of things and I'm fairly good in a lot of other things. And you got caught blacksmith, catching, hunting, building, just like a bunch of just listing off a bunch of stuff that Naruto has mastered. Naruto looks like you got like really. And Jiraiya's like, oh, so my godson has mastered a lot of things. And Naruto goes, yeah, I even made my own book. She likes it a lot. She's been begging me to make the next book, but I haven't really found anyone to do my next book on. I mean, my first one, I'm not gonna lie, I did use you and Sonati's name on it. So you were the one that wrote that book. I do not know why Sonati thought that was me that wrote it. Naruto then goes, and because she then said if I was the one that wrote it, she would have took me out on a date, and I really wanted to say it was me, but I don't like to take other artists' names on pieces of art that they actually write. And the fact that I never wrote your book and read your book, I don't really know of all the date scenes that were in it. And Sonata would have picked up on that very quickly. Then Naruto says, "Oh, well, don't worry. I can teach you how to write those type of books if you like." Jiraiya goes, "No, kid. I think I'm gonna stick with the books I write. I don't really fit that category in those type of books anyway, kid." That's what Naruto nodded his head. And he then looks at Anko and Kakashi. And then he looks at Anko and Kakashi and goes, well, I know your real names and stuff, but I was wondering if I could use your names as a book for my next book. Not in a perverted way, of course, just as a romantic, like it's gonna be a romantic novel. Anko would nod her head furiously and says, yes, I wouldn't mind you using my name. Kakashi goes, I don't really care, but I do wish to have a copy of the book if you're going to use my name. Naruto then says, touche. And he then shows Naruto Kakashi his first book. It does have Kakashi's favorite, the porn scenes. But then he will say, I don't know Jiraiya-sama. His books are very good. Here, read it. Like, he will read the first chapter. Jiraiya then goes, so that's all my book would have needed. I don't really know how to make romantic scenes, but it seems that you do, kid. May I ask how? Naruto then says, well, honestly, you learn a lot from people once you watch them go on romantic dates or leave the village secretly. Naruto says with an eye smile. This is where everybody looks at it. What do you mean you leave the village secretly? Mainly you, gal. She says this in a like mother sister voice, like if you lie to me, I'm gonna beat your ass, and I'm going to know if you lie to me. And basically, he will say, well, when I was younger, I used to sneak out of the village. Due to me not having the best Anbu guards on me, no offense to y'all, but y'all are the best. Well, they were not easily able to track me, and when they did, they got duped by a shadow clone. Like, really. I left the village for a good 2 months, and those shadow clones could have had gathered their own chakra and everything, by the way. Naruto says looking at them. And so I will leave the village, and I went to Iowa, Kuri, and Kumo and learn about them. I even found out their Jinchuriki's names. One of them name is Yukato Ni, and she's very nice. She noticed me very quickly that I was the Ninetales in Cherokee. She thought I was coming to spy on their village, which I really wasn't. I was going there to just take a look at it. I just want to see why would their village call it Hidden Village of the Cloud. After she found out that I was telling the truth and that I really wasn't here to take in, like to do anything, she just let me go. I asked her if she can escort me to the library to find any books or anything I might like. She did, and yeah, I read every session and books in there. She didn't know that I made a bunch of shadow clones in a scroll and left it in the library. So yeah. I even found out where they put their secret forbidden juices and stole that by making a copy of it. Thanks to a shadow clone technique I made, it's called shadow clone replacement. And so basically, it will copy down anything it touches and or like anything I have it replaced with. So yeah, I have a copy of their Forbidden Scrolls. Same with you and Kiri. I didn't do it with Suna due to us being allies with Suna. And I didn't think to do it with them. Drive would nod his head and he goes, "Can you teach me that shadow clone replacement jutsu?" This is where Naruto goes, "No, it's very toxic on the chakra. No offense, but you don't even have enough to go into it. I don't think even if you went in your sage mode, you have enough. You see, right now I have enough to have about 3 tails worth of chakra, and it took me about 1 tail's worth of chakra to do that technique. So I basically waited for my chakra pools to fully recover, or I ate this." And he pulls out this type of chakra repellent pill. He said this pill helps replenish my chakra all the way. And when I say all the way, I mean literally all the way. Like I had enough chakra to last me, like I have enough of these pills to last me a whole year, and I made them myself in my lab that I built next to my house actually. And then that's when Tenzo will go, "So that's what you were doing in that lab. Why could I not get in?" This is where Naruto says, "Well, it's because I did not put your chakra in it. Neither did I put you guys or the Hokage or anything. I didn't want anyone getting in it." And this is where they go, "Why?" Naruto then goes, "Well, not only did I experiment on that, I also experimented on animals, and not only that, on the um, on the theory of injecting Genkais into people by using shadow clones or blood clones." This is where they look at Naruto wide eyes. He goes, "What?" He says, "Yeah, I don't plan to do that without people's permission, of course. But I can inject other people's bloodlines into other people's. For instance, if let's say, and by the way, I might have done this to myself. I might have injected myself with the ice release Genkai from Kiri, from one of Kiri's surviving ice members. Yeah, I asked them politely for some of their blood, and they granted it to me. So hey, I found a way to do it safely, and so I did." And basically, they look at Naruto like, "The hell?" And Naruto goes, "Yeah, yeah. It's very good. This is where, this is where, they're like, so can you do that with any type of Genkai?" Naruto goes, "Yeah, all I just need is a little bit of DNA, or like, it could be from cells or anything like that, and I can find a way to make it into my DNA. It's not very hard. It actually took me a seal to make it work even more proficient, and it's less painful. And I can get rid of curse marks. I find out. I read a few scrolls on it. I read a few Fuanjutsu scrolls on it, and Kiri, which had a few names on curse marks. So yeah, I can get rid of them now. Now, hearing this, Echo will be like, "So you can get rid of this?" And she shows Naruto her curse mark. Naruto look at her and goes, "How long have you had it?" She said, "For a very long time." Naruto goes, "And I never sensed it. I wonder why." And then Naruto sees, "Oh, that's why I haven't sensed it. You have a blocker already on it. Well, yeah, I need you to take that off." Anko did that quickly. She took off her uniform, and basically she was just left in her fishnet, which Naruto then says, "Yugao, can you do something with the other men here?" Yugao nods. She kicked them all in the balls and then knocked them out because they were not ready for her to do that. And this is where Naruto goes, "I'm sorry, Anko, I'm gonna have to remove your fishnet shirt. I'm sorry, this is invading your privacy." And so basically, he would remove her fishnet shirt and bite her down her neck. Now he would channel some of Kiwi's chakra, which will break the which it will break the curse seal, and Naruto would then start to heal her, where he's basically now only have a scar that's now left on her neck. Naruto would show her a handheld mirror of it, and basically he'll be very thankful that, or she'll be very thankful that Naruto has just helped her. Now, Naruto looked at, he then says, "Can you wake them?" This is where you got an ankle. After the ankle, of course, got dressed. Sorry about that. My throat got very dry. But Yuga will wake up Kakashi and all of them and says, "So I heard that there's stuff about the Uzumaki clan here." This is where um Jiraiya says, "Oh yes, there's the Uzumaki temple. Oh, the Nebuchadnezzar and the and like just of their fluent juice and stuff. From what it seems like, they both have seals on it, and only a Uzumaki can enter. So that's why I asked reason to get a find mainly you, I guess, since he sent me also looking for stuff that has Uzumaki on it. So yeah, this is where Naruto goes. He nods his head and he goes, "Thank you, Godfather, for helping me find this." And Jiraiya, he will smile. He goes, "No problem. But if you ever do need help in flint juice and stuff, you can always call me." Naruto says, "I mastered every level that's in our village." And Jiraiya goes, "Fuck, yeah, I forgot. And you removed something I could remove. So you're obviously better at flint juice than me." And Jiraiya says, "Dang, I just wish I could teach you a few things." Naruto then says, "Well, you probably can. I mean, who knows? I don't have a summoning contract yet." Jiraiya then says, when I come into the village for the tuning exams, I will let you sign the summoning contract." And Naruto nodded his head. Naruto then says, "Oh, and Jiraiya," he says yes. He said, "Put this seal on you when you go to sleep tonight." And Jiraiya goes, "Why?" Naruto then says, "Sanade." And Jiraiya instantly grabs the seal and goes, "Sure thing, kid." And by the way, in the seal Naruto gave him is a Genjutsu. And that Genjutsu seal, when it's basically, it goes until like your body is fully rested, and it'll be like the person you dream to be with. You will basically have sex and stuff with them at their youngest farm, like I'm gonna say when they're 25, or if you're or if you're young, like when they turn 25, or if they're older, like when they did turn 25. So yeah. Naruto would then look at Nigao. He then says, "So yeah, I'm gonna go take care of this real quick." And Naruto would basically activate his he'll make a bunch of shadow clones that went through the seals. He will seal up everything. Naruto will also say, "Thank you. I have found scrolls that are for level 1 of Uzumaki, which are actually level 10 of ours. And it'll go all the way up there to level 20. So I have a lot of studying and training to be doing. I will be seeing y'all later." And Naruto will basically, Naruto and the others will basically be booking into the village, and they will get there. They'll see that Naruto is very fast. This is where they goes. This is where Kakashi then goes, "So Naruto, you do know most likely you're gonna be on my team, right? And I know that you're very strong for what it is, and that so your academy records are not truthful." Naruto then goes, "Yeah, I'm very smarter than I actually am. I did an IQ test, and honestly, the ones that we have, honestly, I break very easily." This is where, like Kakashi is like, I see. And he goes, "Well, Naruto, if you are on my team, I do not want you hiding anything back from me. And I hope you can also help me get back my old skills that I seem to lost." due to me being soft and not training as hard as I normally do since I was in Ambu. That's where Naruto will go. Sure thing, Kakashi, but I will ask for one favor in return. And Naruto goes, what is that? Naruto then says, I wish to learn of your Sharingan that you have underneath your eye. I can sense it activate. And also the Kyuubi doesn't like Sharingan, so it's also I know. Right there hearing this Naruto, Kakashi, he'll look at Naruto and goes, sure, Naruto. Naruto will nod, and then Naruto will basically go home. He'll make a bunch of shadow clones. And they'll read all the scrolls and practice everything that is in the scrolls, which Naruto would get in 3 days thanks to his shadow clone technique. He makes a bunch of shadow clones, and once they run out of chakra, a lot more will take in their spots, and they will also train in like making the seals to help them become a master in it. Naruto also learned that how to make seals in mid-air with just his chakra. So yeah, Naruto also learned the necrocancer, and basically he now has his summoning of vultures. Don't want that. No, Naruto doesn't have a summoning contract. Well, no, Naruto has a summoning contract of the Shinigami Yami and Kami, thanks to the Uzumaki clan being blessed by them. Naruto has their summoning contract, so they can summon them. Naruto summoned them to talk to them. That's where Naruto finds out that they all granted Naruto the ability of their grant them the ability to. Oh, sorry about that. Grant them the ability to of his IQ and everything. And Naruto asked him to teach him medical ninjutsu better, which is asked Kami. He didn't ask Shinigami on like how to use his sword and scythe better, which the Shinigami taught him as well. And he actually Yami basically what she can do. Yami told him about like her control over every. I'm gonna say Yami has like the ability to summon demons and stuff. Well, yeah, demons, devils, and all that type of stuff. So then she says, "I can teach you how to use the power of darkness or dark release." And Naruto will learn how to use that. And so basically, yeah, Naruto can summon any. Naruto from the Shinigami part of the contract is able to summon anyone he wants, as long as he gets two as long as Shinigami approves of the person that's being revived, or if someone's taken basically from death, Naruto can send them back with just the with the Shinigami. Kami gave him the ability, basically from the Kami side, is just the ability to heal people better and from any injury, disease, or anything like that. And from Yami side, it's the ability to use darkness release. Now, darkness release can basically shoot back any jutsu shot at you 10 times stronger, but not only that, it can also catch your enemies. Naruto will learn all of those. In the meantime, as Naruto is now very strong. Now, during the Genin exam, Naruto, during the writing portion, he will be the first one to finish. He will finish in 5 minutes and hand his test straight to Iruka. Everybody sees this be wide-eyed. Even Sasuke, like, the hell? Iruka look at Naruto's test. He compares it to. He goes, "It's all right, Naruto." Naruto then looks at Iruka and goes, "Yes, Iruka Sensei. I have actually been hitting how strong and smart I actually are. So don't be too surprised." After hearing this, Iruka nod his head. He goes, "All right, Naruto. I expect that." This is where Naruto would then do the kunai and shuriken accuracy, which he will pass very easily. He will even throw it while jumping up. Like, he will jump up on a tree branch. He will spin on the tree. Like, he will like launch himself off the tree. He will spin and basically throw the kunais and ricochet and hit all the kunais. Same with the shurikens. So yeah. Now they'll do taijutsu. Now, Naruto, he'll look at Mizuki. Mizuki, he kind of doesn't really like Naruto. Naruto doesn't really like Mizuki. As soon as Iruka told him to start, Naruto will blitz with max speed. And everybody there is wide-eyed. Like, even Mizuki, he didn't see Naruto. Naruto hit Mizuki in the back of the neck, knock him out. And that's when Naruto goes, that was easy. But guys, I'll be ending this off here. If you do like, leave a comment. Peace.